Successful businessmen and women all possess certain unique qualities that set them apart from others in their fields. These traits that they have in common have certainly contributed to their success in one way or the other, and as such, we can all learn a thing or two from studying them. This is why in today's video, we'll be looking at some of the characteristics of successful entrepreneurs. They are always learning. One common misconception people have about successful entrepreneurs is that they know everything about their field of business, which is why they are successful. But in reality, that couldn't be farther from the truth. One major trait common with successful businessmen and women is the constant desire to learn new things. No entrepreneur, no matter how successful, knows everything about the business, nor will they ever be able to. However, staying open to learning some new trends, strategies, and ideas helps them navigate the ever-changing world we live in. It is important to bear in mind that learning isn't restricted to new things. It also includes familiarizing themselves with outdated practices, which helps them avoid the mistake of ignorantly repeating these outdated methods. Learning about the market, competitors, and customer trends helps entrepreneurs design new ways to improve products and services to stay relevant in their fields. Staying open to learning is what makes a successful startup an innovative ground for new ideas. This in turn fosters growth for the business and improves its bottom line. They invest in technology. In a world where technology is incorporated into virtually every aspect of our daily lives, any business without proper technological innovations will most likely be behind its competitors. Technology is advancing daily, and people are advancing along with it, making a point to readjust their tastes, interests, and choices based on what is in vogue. Any successful entrepreneur would do all it takes to incorporate the best up-to-date pieces of tech into their business plans in order to better deliver services and products to their customers. Businesses with active technological tools and plans are bound to experience improved efficiency and better overall results in customer satisfaction and financial growth. For instance, a business with an active online presence will resonate more with the younger and internet-savvy generation, who make up a large percentage of the customer base of most businesses. Getting an understanding of social media and other technologies is something every successful entrepreneur is conversant with, placing them in the right frame of mind to deal with business in the 21st century. They are risk takers. This may sound cliche, but most cliches have an atom of truth, and being a risk taker is one cliche with a 100% truth. Any successful person will tell you that for most of their success journey, they've had to take risks on a lot of decisions that turned out great in the end. Risk-taking is a part of life, and as an entrepreneur, risk-taking should be part of your business model. Granted, the chances of failure might be high as opposed to going with a safer and more conventional route, but as any successful person would tell you, the risks are worthwhile. Some of the greatest franchises all over the world are the products of risky ventures or ideas that panned out. Successful business moguls are some of the greatest risk-takers in the world because they know those uncertain ideas are uncharted territories that would bring big bucks if they pan out. While taking risks is encouraged in any new venture, taking calculated risks cannot be overemphasized. They are customer-centric. In business, there are no such things as too many customers or excess customers. If a business has a lot of customers, the next thing they need to do is expand and branch out. Customers are the heartbeat of every business as they keep the money and patronage flowing. In addition, they keep the lights on, and as such should be considered every business's #1 priority. Successful entrepreneurs who understand the vitality of customers make efforts to make them the center of the business. Any successful business that makes customers' concern and satisfaction a priority will have a loyal customer base as opposed to a brand with low customer concern and better product or service. Prominent business startups with a mission to prioritize customer input have seen great customer turnover, as satisfied customers tend to become unintentional advert agents for the brand. Relating customer concerns and input into the business is a strong point most relevant entrepreneurs today share. They are willing to fail. Encountering failure is a part of any business or venture, and the ability to get up and keep going is a character trait that most successful entrepreneurs possess. Recording failure at the beginning of a business venture can be demoralizing. However, if properly managed, it will easily become one of the best things that can happen to an entrepreneur, as it will serve as a stepping stone to enable them to better understand the business. All successful entrepreneurs are willing to accept failures as they come, and will consider said failures an opportunity to learn valuable lessons on how not to do things. Most people know Facebook as the brainchild of Mark Zuckerberg, but not a lot of people know that Facebook wasn't his first app. Before developing Facebook, Mark designed different games, chat forums, and apps that all failed until the emergence of Facebook. Sir Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times trying to invent the light bulbs, and the famous saying, "I found 999 ways to not make a light," is something successful entrepreneurs emulate today. The willingness to fail and the ability to learn from failure is a trait successful people have. They can sell themselves. One major trait most successful entrepreneurs share is the ability to market themselves and their products proficiently. An An entrepreneur is the business's first salesperson, and as such, they must be able to sell the brand's products and services to investors before these investors even get a chance to sample the product for themselves. Successful entrepreneurs can spot a valuable product or deal even before anyone else can see its potential and are able to market it in such a way that everyone shares their vision for that product. Developing a charismatic personality able to pitch ideas and products to others and possessing the wits necessary to convince them of the benefits of investing and trusting in your brand is a character trait that is key to becoming a successful brand owner. Successful entrepreneurs are bold, daring, and aren't afraid to venture where no one has before, which is why they are at the top of their games. They invest in themselves. As an entrepreneur, you are in charge of an entire group of people who expect you to make decisions and lead from your knowledge of the business. They need you to be able to comprehend, react, and formulate solutions to business problems. As such, an entrepreneur looking to be successful beyond his years needs to constantly improve on his knowledge of the business, the market, competitors, and trending strategies in the business field. Successful entrepreneurs make out time and money to attend seminars, take classes, and attend conferences that will improve their understanding of the dynamically diverse business that they are into. Investing valuable resources into gaining knowledge that will be impacted on employees is a strategy that successful businessmen and women employ to grow their business and brands. Also, note that a well-deserved vacation and time off is also crucial to the mental and physical well-being of an entrepreneur. Self-care is also a big part of every successful entrepreneur's schedule. They are able to adapt. The saying, "the only constant thing is change," is true, not just in business, but in the world at large. People are constantly reevaluating their interests, priorities, tastes, and needs, and every business that hopes to stay relevant must evolve as well. In a constantly changing world, a successful entrepreneur must be at the forefront of the customer's constantly changing needs and be prepared to adjust his brand to fit those needs. Businesses and brands that were founded before the digital age had to adapt to the new online age or face the threat of going bankrupt. Successful entrepreneurs are well versed in the art of rebranding their businesses to follow the times while staying true to their original product design and business goal. This way, they can capitalize on whatever trends are profitable to the business while maintaining a high level of customer satisfaction. They are serious about their business. Contrary to Hollywood and social media branding that depicts successful entrepreneurs as carefree, rich, and unserious persons, the reality is quite the opposite. As an entrepreneur, you are the face and driving force of the brand and business, the one to be emulated by employees, referenced by investors, and scrutinized by customers. Remaining dedicated to the business by taking it seriously despite its success is a character trait that keeps successful businesses relevant. How an entrepreneur chooses to present and run the business will determine if the lights stay on and the business grows or not. Important entrepreneurs in today's world understand that the success of their business depends on their dedication to it, and keeping a level head in running it goes a long way in keeping the business afloat. Making the business a priority in their lives is one thing successful people have in common, and this is something to be emulated. They are careful decision makers. Entrepreneurs make the big decisions in a business or company that affects not only the company's bottom line, but also the livelihood of all its employees and the quality of its products and services. Of course, along with being in such a position comes a lot of pressure that requires careful and well thought out planning and decision making to get the best possible outcome for the company's future. Successful entrepreneurs take the decision making process meticulously, weighing not just the short-term benefits, but also the long-term effects as well. They take counsel and advice from experts in different fields and aspects of the business before making a well-informed decision with a possible plan B ready to go if any plans don't go as intended. There you have it, guys. All the characteristics of successful entrepreneurs that are worth emulating if you are looking to either grow a brand or become an equally successful entrepreneur someday. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.